Hey, how did you stumble here? Well, welcome to my corner of the internet. And today we're touching a sensitive topic, trying to find a job. I, like many of you, are broke and it doesn't have a dime to my name. So, what's the thing that goes into my mind, like many other people? Get a job. Believe it or not, my first thought wasn't to become a streamer or a YouTuber or do any other side quest. It was to get a respectable 9 to 5 job so that maybe I can fund my dreams and my aspirations. Well, life had other plans for me. I can safely say that over the summer since I graduated from college this year, I have officially applied to over 500 jobs. Over 500. It might be close to 1,000 at this point, because I remember vividly I would just sit down at the library for hours and just apply to as many jobs I could in my surrounding area within an hour or two. Now, is that insane? Yes. But is the job market in this economy also insane? Also, yes. And well, I'm a product of my environment. Am I not? Though I was able to land some interviews for the jobs I get, whether that's online interviews or going in person, I was able to land stuff. And that is a whole different can of worms. First of all, in a lot of these interviews, they would give me horrible directions onto where to find these places. Like, they would say first floor, and it's not even on the first floor, it's on the third, or they won't even give me directions at all. It's just up to me and God to find out where the interview place are. It's surprisingly it's ridiculous when you think about it, because all you gotta do is just give me the address. I'm not asking for the directions to the Fountain of Youth or the Narnia. Like, just give me the address, you know? Google Maps, anyone? Anyway, when you go into said interview, they ask you a ton of questions related to the position and unrelated to the position. A ton of questions that don't even matter. Like, where are you from? Where do you go to school? What were you doing with your life? Because it was already on my resume. Okay, I know that that's to some level they have to ask these questions, but honestly, it just feels like my resume was right in front of their face. And I do know people lie, so I'm not gonna hold that against them. But it's one of those annoying things. Like, I'm already very nervous to come to this interview and make a good impression so I can get the job. And then you hire me knowing that I don't have the experience that you want. Well, they don't hire me, they interview me, and that's annoying. And let me get into that. Many of the jobs that I interviewed for were very entry level. Like, they were for people who just graduated college. You know, a good 19 to 22 to 17 to 14 if I was feeling desperate. But a lot of these were the jobs I interviewed for. And on my resume, I said I didn't really have that much experience yet, as I'm just a recent college graduate and I didn't really have that much experience anyway. But a lot of them would say, experience didn't matter, or we would train you or whatever. So I didn't think it was a problem, especially since these were entry level jobs, no experience needed. It said so on the description. But somehow, every time when I would go into the interview, they would say, we're just looking for someone with a bit more experience. Like 5 to 4 or 10 years worth. Are you kidding me? For an entry-level job? For 17 hour? You know what? Hey, it is what it is. Maybe it's just my state where I'm from, but are you insane? Oh, man. And don't get me wrong, I get wanting to hire someone with experience, but you would have to pay someone experience's price tag, Someone with experience should not be getting paid like $15 to $17 to $22 an hour for like 5 years of experience. That doesn't make sense, They are just cheap. And the interview portion just feels so humiliating because they know I'm pouring my heart and soul out into this interview because I'm just hoping to get a job. And they send me an email that I didn't get the job, or that I didn't, or they ghost me at all. They just ghost me. You know how many times I've just been ghosted by companies and they never hear from you again? Like, and the worst part is they say, we'll keep in touch. You never spoke to me again after that interview. Wow. And I would try so hard. Like, I would dress so nicely. I would research the company. I would try to be so polite. But at the end of the day, if they don't want to hire you, they won't. And also racism, misogyny, being black and a woman. I have that working against me as well. In the economy, girl can't catch a break. Like, I remember this one woman I interviewed for said she really liked me for the position, but I just didn't have enough experience. Ma'am, you're not giving no benefits, no paid leave, no anything for it was 4 hours a day. No benefits, no nothing. And it was just like 16 an hour for a part-time gig. Am I missing something here? Anyways, the reason why you're creating this video in the first place is I remember I was scrolling on TikTok or YouTube, one of the two, and I seen a video that said the job economy is so bad right now, you might as well just follow your dreams. And honestly, that girl was so real for that. God bless her. Because it would be easier to follow my dreams than to try to get a job in my field. So honestly, that's the where I'm at this point. I'm like low key, I'm probably just gonna keep trying to find a job or see where this YouTube thing goes, because I do enjoy animating. This has been my outlet to, vent and express myself. And honestly, I've been doing really well since I've been doing it. I feel a lot healthier and happier doing this. Praise God. I got my first drawing tablet that I wanted since I was a kid. I'm breaking a lot of my goals because the job economy is horrible. So I might as well do the things I wanted to do since I was a child. So, yeah. If you're having no luck with the job economy either, maybe trying to do things with your childlike wonder, you never know what can happen. And thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned because I will get better at animation at some point. But thanks for watching. See you around.